which of these narratives is it gonna be the true narrative or the false flag narrative? And when you have someone like the president who's very busy, and you have to do a one-sheeter for him, and he's doing a million things a day, it's very easy for people who are in the system he trusts, who are actually foxes in the henhouse, who are bad actors, for him to take their advice.
If you live in the UK and have been injured in the last 3 years in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you could be
their advice. And that's the problem with Bob Bigelow, who is close to the president, who had Bigelow Aerospace, is now defunct. But he's been saying this sort of thing to the president.
So really, right now, what you believe is Trump is the only one standing in the way of a possible phony war of the worlds, and not making that happen by exposing it.
And the only way to do it is to eliminate the element of surprise. Because if you announce that we've studied this for 80 years, we have technologies, and there have been some abuses with those that have not been supervised, that we're going to stand down. And if you look at this briefing document I showed you, we have a sample speech that we've written. And I'm also providing that to people in the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, European Union, elsewhere. Because when all this is all going to come out, I think, this year. And when it does, I think people need to understand there are going to be the mainstream media, by the way, which is controlled by these interests, these sociopathic interests.
Sure.
They're going to go with only the narrative of a threat, right? That's what happens. I mean, you have to remember, anyone who tells what I'm telling you will be blacklisted off of CNN and Fox and ABC. In fact, I was on Joe Rogan's show years ago, and in order for him to get his $100 million from Spotify, he had to take my interview out of his archive. Yeah. I was on Sean Ryan's show a couple years ago, and with one of a couple of these whistleblowers, and he got millions of views, and he was threatened, he and his entire family. And so now we're banned from the Sean Ryan show. Wow. That's true. I have the voicemail from Sean Ryan to prove it. So the problem here is, if you know the truth and you tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, you're going to get blacklisted. And that's what's happened to us. And yet we still have this big network, and yet we have 6 documentaries out. One of them, called Unacknowledged, is the one that President Clinton has recommended to people to see. And it's on Amazon and Tubi, and you can go look at it. It's had over 850 million people see it. So I recommend people look at that, because we're trying to put out and by the way, I don't get paid to do this. I'm doing this because we know it's the right thing to do. And we only have a couple paid staff members, and we've been doing this, my wife and me, and a lot of volunteers, and a couple paid staff is all we have. And we've been doing this for 35 years.
Well, Doc, I'll tell you this. If I get threatened, this interview will be aired, obviously. And if I get threatened, it won't be the first time. So it doesn't really concern me. I mean, this is...
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, this is fascinating information. It really is. I put nothing past, these people. And again, we can't identify them, but,
right.
Things seem to make sense. They really do. And I appreciate you hanging on.
We have identified them, and we've handed them over to law enforcement and to oversight people. Now, what they do with it, I have no official standing, but we are recommending that they be interrogated and offered immunity deals in exchange for cooperating with standing down the criminal operations. So, how this plays out, I mean, this is up to the Attorney General and the FBI Director and the President. But we have certainly given them the proof of this and who they are. And we'll just see how it plays out.
Yeah, the record of any administration releasing highly classified documents is not really good. I mean, go back to the Kennedy assassination. We still don't know what happened there, other than what you just shed light on.
Right.
So whether this is going to come out, who knows? But hopefully, at least one time, they'll let the people know what really is going on. That's what we hope for. But
well,
Doc,
if not, we'll do it. Right? I'll come back. If they release a lot of nonsense, I'll come back on your show and share with your viewers.
And I'll certainly invite you back. So I really appreciate this. It was fascinating, great information, and
Thank you.
let's see what our president does.
Yep. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
All right, my friends. God, there's a lot to unpack there. Number one, let's get down to what he said. He said, definitely there are ETs, extraterrestrials, that we have in our possession. When I say we, human beings of some sort have in their possession right now, that they have communicated with them, that they are not hostile to the earth, okay, to the human race, I should say. And if they were, he said, we would have been obliterated already. That's what he said. My thoughts on this. You know, you hate to say that somebody just doesn't know what he's talking about. You hate to do that. I listened to the doctor, and I gave him the opportunity to say it all. I didn't interrupt him, as you see. I have a problem with it because we haven't had any real evidence yet because it can't come out. Now, let me tell you where things start to make a little bit of sense to me. And then I'm going to go into a religious aspect on this also, but hang in there with me for a minute. He said that there's this elite group of people, okay, that really do control what's going on this planet. I liken it to the whole Epstein matter.